Hi everyone, so today I want to show you guys how to get more out of your dies, and I'm going to be showing you with the Avery Elle Hello die, and this will be available in my shop in a couple of days. I can't tell you exactly what day, but here soon it should be in the shop. So for picking out a die for this, you're going to want to be able to tell what it is, at least to some extent, on the back side. So, I mean, from this side we can all tell what it is because we know. And from here, I mean, you can pretty well tell what this is. But if we took, like, this tree here, that would be really, really intricate, and I don't think that would be such a good idea. Probably the ornaments, you could do the outsides of those. This would be another good die to do it with, is the thanks die, you know, as long as your poker will fit through there. Okay, so I'm going to get started, and what we're going to need is a die. Squares, even just a shape, like a circle, a square, you know, any kind of shape dies would also be good. So you're going to need a die. You're going to need a piercer, and I'm using this one, but a lot of different things have piercers. This even has one, and I know there's like a lot of little piercers, like the Amy Tangerine packs or kits and stuff like that have them. And then you're going to need something to pierce into. And for this, I just use, this is actually just a really thick piece of foam, and it came with some brads inside of it. So I just use this as my little piercer thing. So that's what I'm going to be using, and then you'll need a piece of cardstock. And I do think the results are better with a thicker cardstock. I believe this one's Basil, but I'm not 100% sure. It will work in, you know, with the flimsier ones. I think that it's better with the knot. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here, and you guys can kind of decide if you guys try it, you know, you might like it better on a thinner one. So I'm just going to put this where I want it on my paper here, and I'm not going to be cutting this out. I'm just securing it to hold it in place while I poke it. So now I'm just going to follow the die all the way around and poke up against right along this die. So I'm going to do a couple, and then I will lift up and show you guys so you guys can see that there. And it really doesn't matter if you're 100% perfect when poking these. The one really important thing is to get the starting and stopping points. And by that I mean right here in this V, you're going to want to make sure you get that, because if you don't get it and you just go here, your eye can't fill in that blank. Whereas if there's one there, your eye will be able to fill that in. So it's really important to get the little corners. And even though it seems like it's taking a few, it does go fast. And I really think that this technique is so worth it. Usually on my cards, there's always one thing, at least, you know, that would take a while. Whether it's an image that I Copic colored, or it is something I stenciled and colored. It doesn't, you know, there's always that one thing that took a little bit more time. And for this, it would be this. And now I'm just going to remove my tape. And the reason I have the tape on there is so that when I am poking, sometimes your die will have a tendency to slip, and it actually still is. So I'm going to put this back up here just so that I don't have too funky of a shape here. And we're just going to keep following this around. You guys can probably hear my kids in the background. It's almost bedtime. So we are almost there. Okay. So now is for the kind of cool part. We're going to reveal. And this is why I like to use the heavier cardstock, because you can see through all of the holes. Whereas sometimes the thinner ones you can't. And this may in part be how deep you go. I mean, if you just poke a tiny hole with the very tip, it may not, you know, open all the way. But here is our little stencil here. And then how we're really going to make this pop, and I've already cut it out, but you would cut out your actual stencil of whatever color you want. And we're going to lay it right into our little template here. And I'm just going to go ahead and glue this real fast. And I like to put a little, a piece of scrap paper, and I just have this up here because I was stamping on it earlier. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on here. And all the way around. This is just a great way to get a little bit more out of your dies. And I think it would be so awesome. I haven't tried yet, but to do this over like a yellow sheet. Oops. Oopsies. But to do it over like a yellow sheet, because it kind of looks like lights. And I just think that that is really awesome. So there you can see it. And now I'm going to cut the base for my card. Just so you guys can see it all come together. I think this is just so awesome. And then I will show you a couple others that I did. So now I'm just going to take some snail adhesive and run it on the back here. And I think we'll put it about right there. Okay, this one's a little bit longer, so I'm just going to center it up. And then I just take my long scissors here. These are my big ones. And then just trim off the edge. And these big ones are really great for trimming the edge because you can do it in one snip. Okay, so there is our finished card front, and you could add twine or all sorts of things. You could even put a foam adhesive behind it so it would even pop a little bit more. But I like it close because you can see that color underneath. So there's that one, and then I'm just going to show you another one that I had done earlier. So I had done this one, and I just think it's awesome that it turns your die into something else. It takes it to that next level. So there is that one, and you could always go in here and you could go into the centers of those. And here's another one, and I actually really like this one. I was just practicing on a scrap here, so it kind of goes off the edge, but I really like this white on this dark color here. And then, so there's that, and then when you put it on a white piece, it really just pops. It almost looks like riveted in. So I love that, and I just wanted to share this with you guys. I know it's always super fun to get inspired by something new, so I just wanted to get this video done and show you guys what I learned today. So thank you all for watching, and I hope you guys got inspired and you learned something new and you guys give it a shot. Thanks for watching.